Today, in this episode, I will be discussing about the egg freezing and embryo freezing. A woman is born with a certain number of eggs in her body when she is inside her mother's womb, and this will be birth. There are couple of reasons as to why a woman will decide to postpone pregnancy and marriage. It may be because of her career goals, it may be because she doesn't find the right match, or mentally she may not be ready to have a pregnancy at that point in time. And we know that the fertility of the woman will decline as she ages because the number of eggs in her body will start coming down as the age advances. And this decline is very rapid after the age of 35. So, many women make this decision of freezing the eggs so that it gives them the freedom and choice of having a baby when it is the right time and when it feels right for her. This is one of the factor of women empowerment, and it should be encouraged that women should have a choice in childbearing, and at what age she should have a child, she should have a choice. Coming to egg freezing, it usually happens because of this social reasons which I mentioned, or it could be because of the medical reasons, like a woman is diagnosed with cancer of breast or any other cancer in the ovary or uterus, where she requires chemotherapy and radiation, which might harm the eggs, and there may be no eggs left for her at a later stage to conceive. So, in such cases, we prefer that the woman freezes her egg and uses it later for having a baby. We have seen a couple of patients like this in the last 1 month where the freezing had not been done, and these patients had to go for donor eggs. So, this is for medical reasons. When is the ideal time for the woman to freeze her eggs? Usually, we tell them to freeze their eggs in late 20s or early 30s, and preferably before the age of 35. How many eggs need to be stored? Ideally, around 10 to 15 eggs is required for storage so that it forms good number of embryos later when we mix it with the partner's sperm, and the success chance will be better. How is it done? The woman will be given series of injections starting from second or third day of the period for 8 to 10 days, and the eggs are retrieved using an ultrasound probe with a needle attached to it under short general anesthesia, and the eggs retrieved are dipped into liquid nitrogen at minus 196 degrees for it to be frozen. We can thaw it as and when required. So, how long can this be stored? There is no time limit for the storage as long as the liquid nitrogen levels are maintained in the cryo tanks. The storage can be even up to 8 to 10 years or beyond that also. The cost for this egg freezing will be about 1 to 1.5 lakhs per cycle depending on the number of oocytes that we get. What is embryo freezing? Embryo freezing is once the eggs are retrieved, it is made to be combined with the partner's sperm and the embryos are formed, and that will be frozen in the liquid nitrogen in a cryo tank with the media. So, is egg freezing and embryo freezing harmful? Not really. As long as the safety measures are taken, as long as the woman is consulting a fertility specialist and taking proper care, it is not going to have much of side effects. And we have a lot of inquiries for single women who are yet to get married, or who are married and want to postpone pregnancy, where their companies are providing insurance for freezing of their eggs and freezing of the embryos, especially the corporate companies. So I hope this was useful, and I hope women make the rightful decision on their fertility based on this information. Thank you.